Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make 3 of my favorite vegan summer salads. So we've got a garden salad, a Caesar salad, and a pasta salad. If you want to see how to make these, they're super easy and quick. Just keep watching. So starting things off with the garden salad. To make this, I'm just chopping up some extra veggies I want to add in, which are cucumber, carrots, radishes, red onion, and cherry tomatoes. With those prepped, I'm just going to chop up some romaine lettuce and give it a wash and a spin in my salad spinner. So the best part about all of these salads is that they are very easy to make. I feel like it's a bit of a theme on my channel. I really like to make food that's easy. I don't like putting in that much work. Every so often, maybe something a bit fancier, but for the most part, it's all simple stuff like this. And so I'm just gonna add in the bowl of veggies. And to make the dressing for this, all we're gonna take is a little bit of olive oil, a lime, and some salt and pepper, and that's it. So I don't usually measure these things. I will measure and put up stricter measurements on my website if that's something you guys would be interested in. But for now, just a drizzle of olive oil. I'm gonna use my lemon lime juicer and just squeeze out as much juice as I can from one lime. And then a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper, and that's it. My favorite part about this is that it's all very fresh and you can actually taste the flavor of the vegetables in it. I do love a good salad dressing, don't get me wrong, but I find this one to just meet everything that I need for a garden salad like this. And you do want to give it a good toss because that olive oil in there, since we just drizzled everything over the top, just to combine everything nicely, we're just gonna toss it for a few minutes maybe. Oops. It's a little too big anyway. And another great thing about this salad is that you can put whatever veggies you like in. Like, I don't love onions in my salad unless they're sliced really thinly, so that's how I do it. But you could easily put in green onion, white onion, whatever you prefer. Maybe you don't like radishes, but if you don't, you're wrong, because they're really good and perfect in something like this. Or carrots. I don't always like to put carrots in my salad. I don't know, sometimes just not feeling it. You could just as easily just pick whatever you want and toss it all together. The second salad I'm going to show you how to make is a restaurant style Caesar salad. To make this one, I'm just going to again chop up some romaine lettuce, give it a wash, and then I will show you how to make the dressing. It does look like a lot of lettuce, but I always find with a dressing like a Caesar salad dressing, it seems like the lettuce tends to shrink. So I think this should be just right. Hopefully I can wash it all in one batch. Okay, now to make the dressing for the Caesar salad, this is going to be a little bit more like a restaurant style Caesar salad. It's very creamy, rich, and I actually don't know how restaurants would make a Caesar salad dressing. Usually I'm guessing they probably use egg, probably dairy as well. But we're going to use cashews, so I'm just going to grab my trusty Vitamix and put it here so that you can see what I'm doing. And I'm also going to grab a few things from my spice shelf. So we're going to need some nutritional yeast, cashews, some garlic powder, Italian seasoning, onion powder, and lemon juice. Now, I don't think we're going to need any olive oil because we already have the cashews providing us with some fat, but we might need a little bit of water just to smooth out the dressing and make sure it's not too thick. We want it a little thick, but not too thick. Oh, and salt and pepper, can't forget those. So, I'm going to start with a 1/4 cup of cashews. Maybe a little bit over. I don't think we're going to need a full 1/4 cup of nutritional yeast. So we'll just take 2 tablespoons for now. They don't have to be perfect. They can be a little over, they can be a little under. You can always go back and adjust. I'm also going to do a ½ tablespoon of garlic powder, a teaspoon of onion powder, and we're gonna do, maybe I'll start with 1 tablespoon of Italian seasoning, but we may add a little bit more. I just realized I probably should have mixed in the Italian seasoning a little bit later, once the rest of the dressing had been blended. That's what I usually do, but I totally forgot. So we're gonna mix it in anyway. It might turn the dressing a little bit green, but that'll be okay because it'll still taste really good. So now I'm going to take ½ a lemon, and this is a pretty big lemon half, and just squeeze that juice in there. And we'll see if we need a little bit more lemon too. I've got a few other ones on standby. I'm gonna add a little bit of salt, just a few shakes, a little bit of pepper, and I'm gonna use my quarter cup to measure out some water, but I'm not gonna fill it all the way. I'm gonna fill it about half, and then I can adjust as I blend. I'm also going to use this clip to let you know that I forgot to add capers and caper brine, but I will include those measurements in the recipe on my website. So we definitely need a little bit more water, and I just refilled this, so I'm going to add a little bit more. I'm going to even add a little bit more water, I think. It's still pretty thick. Okay, I'm going to give that a taste. Really good. So I'm going to clean this stuff up a bit, and then I will grab the lettuce and we'll put the salad together. Okay, so now to bring the Caesar salad all together, I'm going to add on our dressing. And I won't put it all right away just in case I made too much, but we'll see. I'm just going to toss this one. I know I can tell already, I think it needs a little bit more, and I think I might have made just the right amount. Okay, but that's looking good. I also have some vegan Parmesan that I made just out of cashews and nutritional yeast. Honestly, a lot of the same stuff that goes in the Caesar salad, but it's nice and salty and it gives it a good, like, parm crunch. I'm just gonna add a little bit of that on top. I also just really quickly whipped up some croutons, so I'm just gonna add those over top as well. And that's that. You could also, if you wanted to, add some tofu bacon crumbles or simulated bacon bits or any of the things that you like on a regular Caesar salad. If I was going to have this as sort of the main part of a meal, then I would probably add some tofu just to give it a little bit more protein, or serve it like I'm going to tonight, probably with lasagna. For the third salad, it's not really that much of a salad. It's a pasta salad, and I'm going to be using orzo as the pasta for it. It's also going to have like cherry tomatoes, parsley, cucumber, and a bunch of other really good stuff. I am just going to get the orzo on the stove and start cooking it so that it's ready for when we have all of our veggies chopped and ready to go. Also, once the orzo is done cooking, I do put it in some cold water to cool off. So for the veggies for this salad, I'm just chopping up, again, cherry tomatoes, cucumber, and red onion, as well as a bunch of parsley. Okay, so I feel like a bit of a mess right now because I just drained the orzo. I had it sitting in cold water to cool down, and I dropped I dropped a third. I have 2/3 of what I made in this bowl, which is fine because this is a better amount. I definitely made a little bit too much, but I broke my colander, my sieve that I was using to strain them, and so it just snapped and a bunch fell out. But that's fine. We're just gonna work with what we got. So to my bowl of the orzo, I'm gonna add in some veggies. That's the cucumber, cherry tomato, and red onion that I prepped earlier, as well as our parsley. Next up, I'm going to add in some olive oil, and kind of like the first salad, I'm not really gonna measure, I'm just gonna drizzle it over, as well as some dry oregano. I'm also gonna add in just like a pinch of red pepper flakes. I don't want to add too much, but I like that. A little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, and again, some lemon. Okay, now I'm going to give this a mix. And usually I would add some sliced black olives or sliced Kalamata olives, but I don't have any today. I think I do have some whole Kalamata olives, but I don't want to put those in there because they aren't pitted, and so that wouldn't be very nice to bite in and get a big pit. But I'm gonna add a little bit of the juice just to give it some flavor. And then I might slice them up later when I eat it. Oh, and I almost forgot, I also have some vegan feta. I just follow Erin Ireland's recipe. I'm going to add in most of that. I think that's it, and that's good to go. And so I know some people don't like olives as well, so you could easily leave the olive juice out, leave the olives out, and if you like it but you want to be safe when serving it, just serve the olives on the side, and then people can put in their own if they want. And there you go. Alrighty, well, there you have it. Those are 3 of my favorite vegan summer salads, and there's one to suit every occasion and every need. Whatever you want, there's one for it. So I hope that you try and make one or all 3, and if you do, you should let me know. Leave a comment, like this video, follow or subscribe. You can go to my Instagram and follow me for a lot more inspiration and recipes. Obviously I don't film every single one, but I have a lot of posts on there, and you can check out my website, emilyplantbased.com, for other kinds of recipes as well. And hopefully you enjoyed this video. Have a great day.